Well, it is not just large businesses that are affected by the trade war with China. Small businesses already feeling the pinch. Joining me now, entrepreneur and CEO of Celebrity Motorcar, Tom Maoli. Tom, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Let's first start with the auto business. I'm thinking that you're probably relieved that the president has cut a deal with Mexico over these tariffs, at least for now, because of the effect on the auto industry. That was the big worry. How do you feel today?
Well, listen, I feel great about it. I knew he was going to accomplish what he was out to do. I'm still saying it was a negotiating tactic. He got him to the table and he got him to do a deal. And I think it's going to be the same with China. I think that is what he's pushing. He has to get them to the table and they have to react. And I think he's going to. And the only way to do that is to continue to apply pressure.
Well, Tom, you're not just in the auto industry. You've also got substantial real estate holdings as well. You're a developer. You're a builder. Let's talk about the trade war with China. We still don't really have anything concrete as far as negotiations between the two countries. Are you feeling the pinch from the Chinese tariffs right now?
Well, listen, the consumer is the loser in the end. The consumers are feeling the pinch. We're talking $1,500 to $3,000 per new car. The car sales are down. People are repairing their old cars, but the concern is that parts to repair those cars are going to dry up, and the cost of those are rising. So it's going to get interesting.
It's interesting, too, because many of your dealerships are foreign brands, Alfa Romeo, Lexus, BMW, Maserati. But those are pretty much luxury cars. Overall, with the U.S. economy, have you felt the consumer kind of pull back as far as spending what is a big chunk of change on a car?
Oh, the consumer has absolutely pulled back with the cost of a vehicle, and interest rates have affected it. But what they're doing is they're going into lower cost cars. But it's interesting because the whole supply chain issue in China is not only just affecting the foreign brands like Nissan and Toyota, it's affecting the American brands. You know that 30% of the parts produced in an American vehicle come from China.
It's interesting as well because what you're looking at is a consumer that may be pulling back, not just in the auto industry, but the real estate industry. We were just talking about the chance of the Fed cutting interest rates. You've got to be excited about that as somebody that's got your toe into real estate as well, your whole foot, actually.
No, listen, very excited about interest rate cuts. Interest rates help businesses. They help real estate. They help generate the economy and keep the economy moving. I think they move too quickly. I think it's time for a cut to pull back. Consumers need some relief. The tax laws also were a big impact on the car industry. People didn't get the returns, the tax money back that they thought they were going to get. They were confused. So there was an adjustment period. But I think it's adjusted. But I think that, the Mexico thing has relieved pressure. But I think he has to keep his foot on the pedal with China. I really think he's doing the right job. I'm behind him. I agree with what he's doing. Clearly, it's hurting the industry on a short-term basis, but I think long-term it's the right thing. China's been eating our lunch. This is not new. 10 years ago, United States, Canada, and Europe filed with the WTO against China because China has been eating our lunch for years.
Tom Maoli, great to have your voice on the show. Please come back. Please keep us updated on the health of your businesses. Tom Maoli. Thank you, Tom.
I will. Thanks for having me.